I always find something. All right, Henry, we're live on YouTube. Welcome, YouTubers.
Welcome.
I already actually had one trade this morning. I had my overnight position was NK, and that was gapping up. I'm hoping to get a morning spike. Really, ideally, what I want to do is I want it to spike so I can short into that spike. But it is not looking that promising right now. I'm going to put a stop. I'm in at 376. I'm going to put a stop loss in at probably, I should pull the chart up, I guess. I'm going to put a stop loss in probably, ideally I should put the stop loss in at like 350, but I don't want to risk that much, so I'm just going to put it in at 370. Probably 369. The bid right now is 368 by 375, the bid and ask. So, also, I already traded LMPX this morning. I still have half my position. I already locked in some gains on LMPX. It's the exact same setup as with CLVS last week. If you look at the daily chart, you have this big squeeze, this big run up. You have the blow off top volume last week on 12/13, and then you have the low volume sell off for 2 days. So then, if you look at the 15-minute chart, look at the 15-minute chart, and you'll see that there's a lot of support from last week right in this $18 range. So this morning I got long at $18.50, and if you look at CLVS, it's the exact same setup. If you look at the daily chart, boom, big squeeze, blow off top volume, sells off for 2 to 3 days, and then it bounces for 3-4 days. So I was buying the first and second green day, and then I was shorting the bounce. So it's exact same setup. If you look at the 15-minute chart on CLVS, you can see the support right here in the sevens. I didn't even make it all the way down to sevens, to the 750s. And it started to spike. It used 9, looks like, as support, the low 9s. So I was buying around 9, and I was selling. I think my best sell was, into this push a little over 11. And then I started shorting over here around 12, shorting at 13. And then I was covering into this stuff down towards 11. Now it's kind of off the radar. It's probably not going to be nearly as volatile as it was. But we're on to the next. LMPX. It's looking pretty nice. I think we're going to get a morning spike. I already took half off. So I already locked in some, already starting on a green note. The other ones that I'm watching, top percent gainer of the day is the cocaína, YAYO. YAYO. This one's selling off right now. They had some news. Anyways, well, it's a recent IPO. It's a recent IPO, and it's bouncing off its low. So this thing's just got its ass kicked. It IPO'd over here in the 4s, and it's just sold off, and now it's bouncing a little bit. So YAYO, watching that one. The other one that I was looking at was SLDB. This is a biotech. This one, they put out some news this morning, and it broke out of this range. It has this huge gap to fill. It's got a float of SLDB. It's got a float of 24 million in the float. Speaking of the float, YAYO has a float of 5 million in the float, 5.7 million in the float. But anyways, SLDB, so YAYO's got a little more squeeze potential, but I like the chart better on SLDB. They got news, they got a gap to fill, so it spiked up huge this morning. God, that would have been a good short right there, from the 7s down to the 6s. So right now, it's got support on the. If you look at the daily chart on it, it's got a ton of support down here at 5. I honestly don't even think it'll go to 5. I think that this thing, I mean, it could be wrong, but I think at the open, I think this thing will squeeze up some. Whether it'll get past the pre-market highs of 750, that's remain to be seen. But I think right now, if I wasn't in anything right now, I would probably be buying this right around here at 550 and looking to sell at 650, 7. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm only looking at 2 right now, ASLN and ADMS.
ADMS?
Yeah.
ADMS. Oh. ADMS. Why do you like this one?
Because it dropped
I see.
360 to 380, and it just hung out at around $4 all day yesterday.
Oh, so you're waiting for a bounce.
Yeah, it went down 45-50%. So.
Oh, okay.
I like them ones that crash 50%, and then the next day they usually come back 10-15% or so.
So you get a little pop in it.
But ASLM was a previous runner.
I remember that one. ASLN. That one was running pre-market yesterday, or after hours yesterday.
After hours.
Oh, wow, selling off.
Selling off right now, but it's holding the 250, 260 range, so.
Yeah, that one will be on the radar for sure. I'm going to put that one on the watch list. I'm going to put that one on a different chart. ASLN.
So them are my only 2 ones I'm focusing on, unless something starts going when the market opens.
The only thing I don't like about ASLN is that, well, I mean, yeah, it could still go. See, if you look at the daily chart, it had this run up at the beginning of December. It squeezed up, then it sold off. And a lot of times I've noticed, this is, for me, this is the perfect short setup. This is a dead cat bounce. So if there's no shares to short on this one for me, I already checked yesterday and this morning, and there was no shares. So for me, if this thing were to spike at all anywhere towards 4 or 5, I would be piling in short huge on that, because it's just got it sold off from such a, it had that recent move. There's just going to be a lot of bag holders selling into it. Hopefully it spikes at the open. But market's going to open in a couple of minutes. My main focus right now is going to be NK. Oh, NK's up to 388, right, or 394 by 398. I think I'm going to put in an order to sell half my NK just to reduce my risk at 395, 394, 500. I'm going to sell some of that. Oh, I just got an execution. Oh, not on all of it, just on some of it. So reducing my risk, booking some profits on NK. Trying to anyways. If I can get, got some of it executed, not all of it. And LMPX will be my main focus. I got right now, there we go. So I got a full, I'm halfway out on NK, and I'm halfway out on LMPX.
10 seconds.
Got 10 seconds till the market open.
And we're open.
Hopefully NK spikes for us. I'm going to put in a stop loss on NK at, yeah, I should turn that off. I'm going to put in a stop loss on NK at 369. Stop on quote. And there we go. So hopefully NK spikes. LMPX doing nothing right now. Get rid of the extended hours. NK doing nothing. SLDB with selling off down to the 530s. Right now, that's my top watch for a buy. To buy into that panic near 5. YAYO spiking. YAYO breaking 170. What did you just buy?
ADMS at 391.
Henry tried to take his position and not tell us.
I was just going to tell you.
Henry, don't lie to me. You're in at what price?
391.
391. NK almost hit my stop loss. I want to give it a little bit more room since I took some profits already. NK down to 369. LMPX not holding. As long as it holds green, I'm going to stay in it. So I'm going to put a stop loss on LMPX at $19 or 18. So long as it holds green on the day, I will stay in it. I'm glad I took off half on LMPX at $20.50. Man, YAYO's spiking still. It's not looking like kind of a weak spike though.
I'm in 179.
Okay, we'll watch that one. YAYO. LMPX. What price you say you're in on your ADMS? That looks like it's bouncing a little bit.
Let me go back to 391.
391. It's at 399 right now.
I think I can get to 4 1/4. That's my goal.
What are you trying to sell YAYO at?
I'm hoping to push this past $2. So,
You're going to start selling some of it close to 2?
you know me. I'm going to raise my stop loss to like 195 or something.
Oh, okay. As long as it keeps pushing up.
Yeah.
What's your stop loss at right now?
I'm sorry?
What's your stop loss at right now?
I got it at well, shit, I had it at 165, but...
Uh-oh. Starting to get a spike out of LMPX. Boom. There LMPX goes. I'm going to sell half into this little squeeze. LMPX. Should be adding here, but I don't have the balls to do it.
LMPX?
Yeah, LMPX squeezing. So let me sell another half.
I'm saying if this one's going to run, don't get rid of them all. Just move your stop loss. What if this squeezes the $30 again?
You're right. I might add back in. So let me look at what resistance is from the other day. So there's a little bit of resistance at 21.50. It's got more resistance at 25. We'll see. My stop loss just got hit on NK. NK might be a potential buy as well into this panic.
So dip buy here. Keep an eye.
Yeah, there's support in the low threes. Back to YAYO. YAYO, you know what? I mean, it's holding the 170s.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I kind of want to buy it, but SLDB down to 507. Kind of want to buy that one. I'm kind of torn between SLDB and YAYO right now. I could buy YAYO right here at 176, risk 170. I mean, let's look at the volume. I mean, it's got a lot. Volume's there. God, I don't know what to do. I need to pull the trigger. If I want to pull the trigger, I need to do it ASAP. Should have been buying it off the 160 mark. I'm just gonna watch it. SLDB down to breaking 5. Wow, getting its ass kicked. Glad I didn't buy that at 506. YAYO looking more attractive to me now. All right, I bought it. I'm in at 179 on YAYO. Kind of chased a little bit. I would like to have been in closer around in 174. Tim Sykes says he'd love to see a big panic on NK to buy into. Yeah, I really should have been buying closer to 170. That was an emotional buy. Fuck. That was a FOMO buy. 170 getting hit, 170 cracking, it looks like.
Yeah. About a support around 170.
I'm selling. Uh, 168. This has to hold right here. Oh, buyers came back in.
Yeah, it's getting bought up in the 170s for sure.
All right, I'm putting a stop loss in at 167. If it can't hold 170, I'm out. Stop loss is in at 167. This is where I should have been buying it, right here. Should be buying into this little dip right here, and then if the low, as long as 167 doesn't crack, or 166, actually, really 170 is worth it. It doesn't look like 170 is going to hold. I mean, it could. SPNV spiking. Hey, did you sell ADMS? It's getting its ass kicked.
Ugh. No, but I'm about to. I only bought 500 shares, so.
SPNV, 48-cent stock. I'm not interested in it right now.
Yesterday low was 380 on it, so I'm going to see what it does. If it breaks 380, I might get rid of it.
NK is not doing shit. Yeah, yesterday I shorted into this parabolic move on NK. Well, I started in too early, so I ended up taking... Oh, took me out. Must be SLDB. Yep. Nope. YAYO. 165. All right, I'm out of one. I'm done with YAYO. I might buy SLDB. God, this thing just sold the fuck off hard. You think it'd have some kind of bounce, huh? What do you think, Henry?
I'm watching Yale. It's failing, so.
I'm going to buy some SLDB. Got some at 508. Meanwhile, LMPX rolling over. Glad I took my profits on that motherfucker. Still got 1/4 left. I'm going to risk 10 cents. Or, actually, I got an execution at 507, so I'm going to risk 13 cents. About 15 cents probably on SLDB. It's got a lot of support from yesterday, though. At 476. Got a bigger float, so it doesn't have as much squeeze potential. I'm just hoping for a push towards 550. I get anything close to 550, I'll be taking it off. What did you buy?
Just took me out of my ASLN.
Oh, okay. Did you ever sell your NK long from yesterday? Because you were long. You took the red to green move. Yesterday, Henry was long. That was a beautiful... You know what? And I was sitting there telling you what a good trade I thought it was. And I didn't take it myself.
Yeah, that's the one that at work cost me money because I was in early yesterday at $3.31, and I missed the 489 squeeze.
Yep, when it went green, I had a week open and went red to green at 331, and then he held it all day. You're out now, though, right?
Yeah, I got out at 375.
Okay, that's still a good trade, man. Yeah, I tried shorting at 379. I tried shorting at 4. Had to cut losses twice, and then I finally shorted. I shorted this parabolic move at 450 and 460, and then I covered down here in the 430s and the 420s. Covered way too early, but I made back my money that I lost when I was getting in too early, and I made a little extra on top of it.
What was that? Oh, just hit my stop loss on Yale. Fucker. I put my stop loss at 154 below all them candles right pre-market. I'm like, well, if it hits that, it's done. I should probably gonna sneeze.
Tim Sykes says, "Yayo, taking out lows. Nothing worth trading there." Although this SLDB looks like it's holding 5. Looks like it's holding 5 right now, which is good. I'm in
you guys at 826.
LMPX chopping around. As long as LMPX stays over my entry, I'm going to stay in it. My entry is 1850.
Hey, look at it. Check. What do you think of DNR? It's about to become a multi-month breakout here in about 6 or 7 cents.
Oh, wow. Dang, man, that thing's just been trending up. It's not very volatile though.
No, it's got a big float, but
yeah, I got a float of 457 million. So it's like, I mean, look, it's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green days, and it's only moved 40 cents. Uh-oh, SLDB testing low a day. I'm gonna have to cut the trade if it breaks the 490s, and it looks like it's going to. Shit. God damn it. I didn't get my stop loss in, and now I want to give it more time because of yesterday's support here in the 470s. Thank God I didn't buy this right at 550. I wanted to buy it I almost bought it pre-market. Now it's at red to green. I think it should bounce off this red to green move. There's a part of me that wants to double up right here on my position size. And then risk red to green. Alright, I just doubled up my position size. And it looks like this is going to be a quick trade. Maybe. Fuck, it's not holding 480. Alright, I'm going to get out. Sell.
SSI gapped up to 6.
Oh. Is it going to hold? Is it going to hold green on the day? I'm going to put a stop loss in at 477. $4.76. I like the stop losses because sometimes if I don't have the stop loss in, I'll just fight. Like just now, whenever my original stop was 492, and because I didn't have that stop loss order already in, when it broke that 492, you know, I find a lot of times I'll say, okay, I'll just give it a little bit more. I'll give it a little bit more, right? Whereas, and that's an emotional move. Whereas, if I just have the stop loss in, it takes me out regardless. Even though sometimes it might be a bad sell, because sometimes they come right back. Which, really, the only reason I'm adding to my position on this one and staying in is because I feel like I feel like we should find some support right here. I mean, from yesterday, look at all that support from yesterday. I mean, these 480s and 470s should hold. I mean, and Christ, it's already sold off. You know, $1.50 almost. We'll see though. And I'm out. Just took me out. I might rebuy it if it comes back and goes green. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. That's okay, though. I'm basically, after that trade, I'm even on the day. I was up. Damn. 460s. SLDB just selling the fuck off. Christ. It's going to have a rebound. All right, I just bought it again at 466. And this thing is just fucking giving it up. Huge panic. So we're down $1.50 from the open. Thinking we should get some kind of bounce sooner or later. At least up to the 470s. Down to 450. LMPX looking weak. How's the overall market doing? Is it selling off too? Oh yeah, it is. Overall market's selling off. Well, Christ, you gotta expect it to sell off sooner or later, sometime. There we go. Starting to get a little bit of a bounce. Wow. That is crazy.
We're going to hold 450?
God, I hope so. I haven't had I've been on a pretty good run lately. You know, I had one red day last week, and I haven't had a red day this week, and right now I'm getting stubborn with this fucking trade. I'm waiting for a bounce so I can get out. Right now I'm down 20 cents. $0.30. Come on, bitch. Give me a little rebound, sweetheart. As soon as I get a bounce, I'm selling into the bounce. $4.45. Come on. $4.44. We should get a rebound any minute now. Ugh. Damn, breaking low a day again. SLDB. Selling the fuck off. No bueno. Damn it. Fuck me. Come on, give me a bounce. Is this it right here, Henry? Right here, it bounced off 425.
$3 from down $3 from pre-market. You would think it would have a bounce.
Yeah. There we go. There's the 40s. I mean, although yesterday when NK was selling off, my goal with NK was to, you know, I told you I was covering my short in the 430s, 420s. I was thinking it was going to, you know, they sell off and then they have a bounce and then they put in a higher low and then you can reshort that bounce. And that's what I wanted to do. That was my plan, but it never fucking gave me a bounce to short back into. Never. It just sold off the rest of the day. I actually ended up buying it at the end of the day. All right, testing 425 again. 430. NK is actually going green right now. Trying to anyways. It's green. It's at 385. Yeah, on NK yesterday, so normally, yeah, if you look at these, they sell off. See this sell off right in here. I was covering in the 430s, covering again near VWAP at 419. Then I actually bought at 418. I was buying it, so I was boxed in. I still had share short. I was boxed in. I sold half of it at 434, and then it rolled over. Oops.
I'm long PTI at 164.
PTI. Oh, that one dumped off hard yesterday. Yeah, I sold half at 434, and then when it couldn't hold VWAP, I got the rest out again at 418. And then covered the rest of my shares. I can't remember. I think it was maybe 415, 416, somewhere in there. And then I bought at the end of the day right in here. Now it's going, it's 490s now. So if it bounces anywhere close to maybe 440s, 450s, I'm going to look to reshort into this bounce right here. I will be shorting this bounce very soon. Meanwhile, as I'm getting my ass kicked on, there we go. It's F4 now. Volume's coming in. Sweet. So NK is setting up for a potential short, for me anyways. Might take a starter short very soon. SLDB finding some support at 425. Look, there we go. NK up to 412. I'm going to take a starter short. It's green on the day. Probably don't want to take too big of a position. We'll just start in small, and then as it goes up more, we'll add in. All right, I got some at 408 short, and SLDB finding some support at 425. Tim Sykes says NK spiking, blah. I chose wrong again. Too many plays. I don't know. NK's not. I mean, yeah, it's spiking, but it's not looking that strong. Damn, I wish I would have got more size. Fuck, it's rolling over immediately. NK with a weak spike. And immediately getting slapped down. I think I'm going to put another order in at 4 on NK. Alright, I got some at 398. I added. That was a FOMO ad. I think it's probably going to go up a little bit more, but MIRM spiking. Holy shit, from 16 to 20. Wow. Woo! Damn. There's shares to short on this motherfucker too. They shorted the other day. Shorted at like 22. I'm not shorting this though. SLDB finding support at 425. So that one's going to go on another one. Look at this MIRM fucking running. Wow. Nice squeeze, man. It's going to hit the previous day's highs.
Yesterday.
Previous day's highs are at 22.50. God, I want to short into this spike. It'd be a kind of a scalp trade, though, because it'll pull back, and then I think it can keep going. No shares to short.
All right. Well, I got to get ready for work, so.
No shares to short. All right, Henry. Take it easy. We'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy.
All right, later.
I'm going to watch this MIRM. Squeezing. I can't buy it up here. I cannot buy that up there. It's getting rejected. Maybe you could buy a pullback. We'll just watch it. SLDB testing the 430s again. If SLDB can't hold this 425 area, I should just put the stop loss in so I don't give it any more room. SLDB finding some support, 425. This is where I should have been. If I was going to dip by, this is probably the spot where I need to dip by. That was a shitty trade. And testing 425. Is it going to hold? 430s, come on, hold. I got in a stop loss at 424, and it hit it. I'm out. Ugh, brutal. Damn, that sucks. That really, really sucks. I knew, basically turned a winning day into a losing day today. MIRM. That's what I want to see next. MIRM. But the day's not over yet. Still up on the week. MIRM pulling back. NK rolling over a bit. Kind of glad I added now because it doesn't look like it can run. On the daily chart, this thing is looks like it could have first red day today. This might be a fake out green to red. Could be a fake out green to red where people think that it goes green on the day, they buy, and then it just rolls back over and goes red and sells off the rest of the day. Fucking SLDB. MIRM is pulling back to VWAP. So if I was going to buy it, right in here would be the range to buy it for me. Well, closer to 20. Buy towards VWAP, sell half on a push towards 22, sell the other half, break a high a day as it squeezes up. But it might not get back to VWAP. I almost bought it just there. LMPX, short squeeze. LMPX. Wow. It's up on the daily chart. It's up from 3s to the 11s. I will keep this on watch. LMPX. This one's going on the watch list. And LMPX. Yeah, this one's squeezing up nicely. So this is setting up for a good short. It's got a float of 27 million, so there should be shares to short. I'm not going to short it now, though. We'll just watch and wait. MIRM, but on the other hand, I'm thinking if it gets a pullback to this VWAP right here, I'm going to buy it. So I got a piece at 2070. I really want a VWAP, but I don't know if it's going to get back to VWAP. Meanwhile, SLDB is coming back. There goes SLDB up to the 440s. I'm going to risk $20 on MIRM. That's a pretty big move. And this thing, the last time it spiked, I mean, it sold off all day long. So, but here, last time, it pulled back and at least it squeezed towards high a day again. So that's what I'm hoping for. And there is here's testing of the VWAP. I think $20 is going to be my risk on MIRM. I'm in at 2070, so I'm about break even right now. See if we can get a pop near high a day. YAYO squeezing. YAYO. Holy shit! YAYO squeezing. Up to almost $2. Wow! Alright, that one's going on watch. Damn, Henry had the right idea. Things sold off right at the market open. Wow, look at YAYO. Boom. Look at that. Over 2 now. Holy shit. This one's going hard. This one might steal MIRM's thunder. And I'm getting impatient with MIRM. I mean, I got a little bit of profit. Might sell it right here. Sold at 21.26. So made a little bit on it. Just because I want to watch YAYO. And it's pulling back. See if there's shares to short on it. Not that I want to short it right now, but I just want to see if there are some for later in the day. No shares. Well, I don't want to buy it up here. If I was going to buy it, I'd probably want to buy it in the 180s. But I'm not buying it. There's been I got a sell on MIRM at 21.26, and it is now at 20.78. So I'm kind of happy with that sell. Meanwhile, NK, my short, is testing green to red. So we're going to hang on to that one. SLDB. Bouncing. A little bit. Not much. MIRM. I'm glad I sold. I figured whenever, the reason why it sold so quick is because when it started to pop up, you know, if it was going to go, I thought it was just going to, it was like on the next candle, I figured it would just go. You know, it should just squeeze up, and it just looked stuck there. So that's why I got out. I mean, it could consolidate and hold this over 20 and then squeeze up in a little bit. I mean, I could buy it again, but once it breaks over this 21.50, I mean, I do want to buy it again. I did buy it again. Looks like it's kind of curling up a bit. I'm going to keep my risk super tight though. 21.50 is going to be my risk. There we go. There we go. Squeezing. I'm going to get ready to sell half soon towards high day. Anywhere near 22. It's having a tough point breaking over this pivot point on 21.50. It gets over 21.50, it can test 22. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a stop loss right here at 20.49. Because I don't want to risk too much with it. I already compounded my losses earlier with that SLDB debacle. I actually had a fat finger mistake, and I doubled my position size on accident when I was buying it. So I was using a hotkey. And so I compounded the loss. There it goes. MIRM squeezing. There it is. Boom. Come on. Come on. Man, it is just having a tough time with that 2150. $21.80 rejected. I don't like how it got rejected. I'm out. Got out at 21.13. Made tiny bit. Made a little bit on it. Made like 30 cents. So my best trade right now is the NK short. I'm up almost 300 bucks on that one. See, when I got over this 2150 and it started to pop up and the volume started to come in, it should just squeeze right up. I mean, the trend is still intact though. Right now it's looking weak. I'm glad I got out. So we won't focus on that one anymore. We'll keep it on another screen. I mean, it could still go, but I don't like it. The easy money was right here on the breakout, which we weren't watching it. The breakout over high a day had a small squeeze. This is the real trade right here. Right there, this morning. We weren't watching it though. So at the open, squeezes up, pulls back to VWAP, chops around VWAP a little bit. You can buy it anywhere in here. In the low 17s, risk 17, and then boom, breaks high a day. You could buy the breakout right here, and then it just squeezes up. It's a nice trade. All right. I just bought some SLDB again. $4.25. I'm going to risk this $4.19. Put the stop loss in. Okay, got the stop loss in. And I'm out. God, I just need to be done with that one. Yeah, this thing is not going the right direction. I'm done with this one. SLDB, taking it off the watch list. Delete selection. That one has been my demise today. I'd be up on money if it wasn't for that one today. I would have another green day. That's kind of frustrating, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. MIRM, still holding VWAP. I'm not buying this one. It's up too much. I'm just going to focus on my winner. This is my winner right now. I think today's going to be the first red day. I could even probably maybe swing this one tomorrow, into tomorrow, depending on how it sells off today. mean, if this sells off anywhere close to 3, I'm going to be taking my profits. I mean, I could take them right now, but take some of them off right now. But I'm going to try to practice some patience with it. YAYO. Pulling back. So if I was going to buy it, this would be the spot where I'd buy it. Right in here. 170s. $175, 174, but it is selling off hard. It's going to hold the 170s. Support from this morning. All right, I bought some at 177. Got some more. 178. I'm going to keep the risk super tight. $173 is going to be my risk. All right, got a stop loss holder in, risking 5 cents, 4 cents. Should probably move it up to 174. Low of this candle. And it looks like I'm going to be taken out. Yep, I'm out. Nope. All right, I'm done. I am over trading. I am red on the day. And I just need to step away from the computer. I'm a little frustrated right now. Nothing is going my way. And so anything I'm going to do right now, I don't think is going to be, I think it's going to be more from an emotional perspective. So I think I'm just going to step away from the computer now. I'll keep one eye on NK, which is my one winner. Shorted into this pop. I mean, I didn't get as much size as I wanted, but because I thought it might bounce a little higher, maybe to the 420s, 430s. That's really where I wanted to kind of size in more. But it's going my direction, so we'll hang on to this one because this might minimize the damage on my day. And might swing this one tomorrow. We'll see how much it flushes today. We'll see what it does. So, but right now, I'll just risk 410. Risk 410. As long as that doesn't come back, I'll stay in the trade, and I'll cover into any flushes later in the day. Looks like today's going to be the first red day setting up. Love to see 3. That would be great. I don't think we'll get 3, but I'd love to see 3. LMPX. I mean, it is green on the day, but just barely. No volume. Everybody's not that excited about it. This is still a potential buy. We'll keep this one on watch. It tried today. Maybe tomorrow will go. Oh. There's YAYO. Look, my dip buy was right on. See, you got that trend? Yeah, this thing is still having trouble, though. And it's choppy. It's fucking... And you got to respect your risk. My biggest losses that I've ever had have come from not respecting my risk. You have to respect your risk. If you don't respect your risk, then you'll get burned bad. And I learned that from experience. You got to respect your risk. So I'm not going to be mad because I got, took me out by 2 cents. I had in at 173, 1 cent. Oh well. It was a scratch. It was a super small loss. So lost like $70 or something. Not a big deal. But anyways, I think that we'll just cut the live stream for right now. For those of you who stopped in, thanks for tuning in. Throw out a comment. Say hi. Hope you enjoyed watching me get my ass kicked today. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Talk to you soon.